Sometimes life gives you a new opportunity in life after a heartbreak. I would like to share you a story like that. Let's see in it. I'm living in a foreign country for work, so I don't have many friends here, and certainly no family. My wife went away to work somewhere more exciting for a few months, and she came home 2 days ago and told me our marriage was over. She's had some mental health problems in the past, and she apparently met someone who could better support her through them. So a 9-year relationship, 2-year marriage is gone now. I feel like crap. 2 days ago, she came home. I had the flowers, her favorite food, everything ready. She walked in the door and told me we were done. I was destroyed. Yesterday, I would randomly break down, probably 3 or 4 times. Today, I'm sure I have 1 or 2 of those breakdowns still ahead of me and 1 behind me. I'm talking to lawyers, but we are both foreigners to the country, so lawyers are looking into it before committing to the paperwork. Right now, it looks simple. She wants what's hers, and intends to leave me with what is mine. And so far, there are no disagreements over what belongs to whom. We have no kids, and she doesn't want the cat. So the logistics seem sorted out enough, foreign country aside. Despite all that, I can't stop thinking about her. Everything I do is something we would do. Anything I watch was something we would watch. Even the games I play, places I visit, those are games we would play. Places we would visit. She was such a huge part of my life. And while I'm sure it's cliché, this whole mess really felt quite sudden. I tried to see if there was ground to stay together on, but she was very forward in admitting that while she was away, she cheated on me. She offered the yes, and she didn't regret it. Twice. Before those revelations, I was willing, hopeful even, to have her in the spare room, willing to try and work it out. Hell, I might have been able to work with the first one, maybe, probably not, the second thing on that list. But each one of those things hit harder than the last. I told her she needed to go. Her mom is nearby, and we would sort everything out later. When she finally left the house that night, I was just a shell. I suppose it makes the wondering why or who or what easy, but accepting the reality is far from it. She says she never cheated before, and since she was so forward with everything above, there is no reason not to believe her. I'm still young, 29, but that makes it feel worse. I've shared almost 1/3 of my life with this girl. Halloween was always her favorite, Christmastide or a close second. Both of those are around the corner, and for the first time in almost a decade. And really, as an adult, I'll be spending them without the girl I promised to spend my life with. Despite all that, I keep checking Facebook, checking texts, hoping for the message that tells me it was all a joke, or a mistake, or a dream. Despite all that, I want her here. I miss her so much. I loved her so much. Also, add 1 to my breakdown tally up there. Sucks. Thanks for listening. Almost 5 months after my marriage ended update. Hey all, 5 months ago I made this post. Ex-wife left me in a pretty brutal way. Wasn't sure if I would post an update. Here I am though. Shortly after she split, she was back and forth over if she actually wanted our relationship to end. She would call to see how I was doing, and I would start to give in. Then she would say something off enough to remind me what I was actually going through. Conversations ended when I would just ask for info I was missing for the lawyers. Eventually, she said she would not talk to me, but only through the lawyer. Then she would try and reach out for something directly to me, and that cycle repeats quite a bit. She showed up around midnight at the house around a week after she told me that we were done, and that whole night left me pretty destroyed. She opened the door with her key, which I took back, and just showed up. We talked. I tried to see if anything was worth salvaging, but I made it pretty clear the job of convincing me was with her. She didn't know what she wanted, but still stuck by the fact she didn't regret what she did. She left again that night, and the old phone calls happened. Less frequently, but still happened. I made it more and more clear I was moving forward with a divorce, and I would only slow that down if she could pull a miracle, starting with real remorse, and ending with what would have likely been an actual miracle. The regret or miracle doesn't happen, and she turned pretty vindictive at some points. The calls turned into demands for money. She was touring the US in hotels she couldn't afford, which turned into demands that I support her since she was, legally, still my wife. None of them worked out for her very well, but still got to me. Now I'm just waiting for the call from my lawyer confirming everything is complete. The agreements, documents, payments, etc. were sorted out by the end of December. The unfriending and unfollowing of her and her family was done by January. I forgot about her mom until I saw a random post on FB. I just need confirmation the courts are done. I've recently turned 30, and I'm still living in my not home country, so I've been hesitant to go out much. The worst part though, 100% the worst part, are the dreams. Being with her, happy in all sorts of awesome places, waking up beside her, seeing the smiles, only to actually wake up in the dark and alone. That is the part that killed me, and while happening less, still kills me. I wish the dreams would stop, or I would wake up from the crappy 5 months I've been having. I don't know when I'll start looking at relationships again. I've become pretty introverted, to be honest. The upside is my few friends are good at dragging me out when I should be out, but most of them are happily married, which isn't always what I want to be around. It's hard to replace someone you loved with all your heart, as much as I wouldn't mind getting on with that part. Anyways, thanks for the kind words so far, appreciate all your faces. 3 years later, update. So 3 years ago, I came here at a low point of my life. My post is still up in my history, and I'm on mobile, so I'm not going to link things. But went out of country for work. 3-year contract. Wife came with H after about a year and a half. She traveled for her own job. Met someone, cheated, came home to tell me, then left. We got divorced. I was a wreck. Today, I survived infidelity. 6 months after she left, I met an amazing person. We started out as sad, lonely friends, quickly growing inseparable. We knew it couldn't last because of our jobs. Leaving her was honestly even harder than the divorce, but we knew it had to happen eventually, and it was hard in a different way. Also in a past post, but I was happy at this point. I had met someone life-changingly vibrant, and it ended as we knew it had to. No cheating, no backstabbing, just life. When I moved back home, I decided to work on myself, lose weight, get into old hobbies, play the games I want, try streaming, which I've always wanted to do. I kept cooking, explored local food. I just worked on being me. I got a promotion at work. I have another one coming soon. Today, a year and a half after that, I've been seeing someone seriously for about a year. She's beautiful and caring and funny and most importantly, honest. I'm traveling for work as we speak, out of country 4 months. But I'm coming back after, and we are moving into a house we've bought together and is being built as I type. I can honestly say I have zero concerns about what she's doing back home, because I trust her fully, which I didn't think was possible to do again 3 years ago. I'm going to go home in 4 months, see her and my cat, and have an amazing Christmas, hopefully proposing in the new year. Things have moved quickly for us, and I honestly would have never given much thought to my ex. I don't think I realized how much I didn't think about her anymore, until I was curating my Facebook about 3 months ago, and saw a slew of old pictures of me and her together. I had removed everything about her previously, or so I thought. Turns out she unblocked me, and so I had to spend another half hour getting rid of those too. I took the liberty of a quick glace at her profile. Looks like she gave birth 12 months after our divorce, and single shortly after. That was enough for me. I just didn't care, and that in itself felt awesome. I was free and didn't care. So to everyone here in the midst of crisis, you got this. It isn't easy. The suck will be insane at first. My own thoughts were scrambled. It was pure misery. Even 6 months, a year, 2 years later, the ex would occasionally be in the back of my mind. But the hell of going through a cheating spouse opened a new world. The dreams of still being with her, followed by the nightmare of waking up alone, are gone. Now I wake up and I see how much more happy I am beside my new girlfriend than I was, even in those dreams. I thought I knew what a loving, passionate, and caring relationship was. In the 3 years since, I've only come to realize how much better every aspect of my life has become since the divorce. How much more love, passion, and care people are capable of than what I was exposed to previously. It may take you longer, it may not, but if you focus on yourself, find what you don't like about you and address it, it's amazing how much better life can be. If they cheated on you, they were not giving you their all. I now know what a fully committed relationship feels like, and I would never want to go back, except to get to where I am now. I survived infidelity, and I'm in a better place for it.